Hello and welcome to another English composition video with me, your instructor, Jeff Sanger. In this video, I'm going to show you how to give helpful feedback to other students in the student review process. There's another video that talks about how to make feedback that's helpful. This one is going to focus on just kind of like what it looks like and what buttons you need to push to get the feedback on the paper. Because I know that lots of students are used to using Google Docs to give feedback, and that is a little easier, but unfortunately I can't see feedback in there. And again, a big part of your grade on these student review assignments comes from how helpful is your feedback for other people. And I have to be able to review it to give you the points. Anyway, so remember this video, you can use this for any student review assignment, even if you're in my 102 class. It's set up the same way, so this can be a helpful video for you. So you've got the instructions. We'll talk about those in a minute. You've got your own submission over here. And then look underneath. And I know for the sample student, it says none assigned, but underneath your submission are going to be two names. Click one of the names, and it's going to take you to the student's paper. So since I can't do that in sample student mode, I'm just going to click here, and it's still going to work. Don't worry. You go ahead and click one of the names of the people you've been assigned to. Okay, you're going to come to a screen that looks a lot like this. You're going to see the name of their paper and this little box. What you should do now is click the button that says View Feedback. Now you can see their paper. I submitted the sample rhetorical analysis paper so that I could write on it. You can't see the whole thing. It's kind of hard to navigate, so click the double-headed arrow. And now you can see their whole paper and you can read it, right? So now what you do is you use these things at the top to make notes on the paper. Okay, so let's say I use the blue balloon and I want to write something about their intro. Maybe I want to tell them that you did a great job of explaining what York's main argument is, but you forgot to include a fact about censorship from one of the discussion board articles. And you just hit enter and it saves. You can also use the highlighter. So like maybe they misspelled the word addresses. They spelled it right here, but maybe they misspelled it, then you would just type the right way to spell it. Right? Even if you're not that strong on grammar, that's okay. You're learning. That's why you're here. It is okay to write something like this. Maybe the introduction's real good, but then when we get down here, maybe you write something like this. This sentence was kind of confusing for me. What do you mean by turns a blind eye? Right? It's actually valid feedback. You're not supposed to use figures of speech like that in academic writing anyway. But anyway, the idea is if you're confused by something, tell them. If something is really clear, tell them. You did an excellent job explaining how why this quote was an example of a logos-based appeal and what impact it had on the reader. Right? And of course, these things about the main argument and these things about how are they doing, explaining, each of the quotes how did I get the idea to write that? I mean, I know that I'm the instructor, right? But there's prompts to help you come up with this, right? So like if I hit enter, that makes it small again. And now I'll just go over here to another tab where I've got all the directions, right? And I can just work my way through here. I told them they forgot to have a fact about censorship on social media. I told them they did a great job explaining the impact of the identified quote about logos. I'm supposed to write about one thing they're doing well, one thing that needs improvement, right? Okay, so I'll go back in here, and I could write that anywhere with the little blue balloon, or if you'd rather, you could write it here, one thing the paper is doing great is that you made sure you had 2 examples of each rhetorical appeal. One main issue, or the main issue, is the missing fact in the introduction, but you could probably also include more detail when you explain the rhetorical appeals. Okay, now I have to be sure to hit save, or it won't go through. And obviously sometimes students will, because students are nice people, they'll write nice things, and they'll say, hi, so and so, I enjoyed reading your paper, right? And then they get into the feedback. Anyhow, you just be sure you click save. Boom! There it is. And it's weird, it still shows up here again, but you can see it posted it. It's there. We are all set. Okay, so again, you want to leave comments on the paper with the blue balloon or the yellow highlighter. You can leave comments here as well under add a comment. That's my ferocious guard dog, Bentley. Anyhow, I hope this helps. Please let me know if you have any questions about the student review process. I'm looking forward to reading your papers. Take care. Have a good one.